exciting. All right.
What?
What?
I'd be happy.
What? Did I do this wrong? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did do that wrong.
For the love of... I wish I could
All right, Jesus Types Massacre complete. I can also change it after this. Ooh, we got proper runs. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, where's the spray can? There's supposed to be a spray can right there. Oh no, oh no, I'm gonna have to... Oh no. Where do I get the spray can? Oh no! Do I have to go further? Oh no, oh no. Spray can was moved. Oh god, no. Well... This was gonna be a weird run anyway, so... Where was the spray can move, pray tell? If you happen to know. Weird project. Just here to say that I cannot figure out how to change your game or dog permission to. Weird, I thought I modded you or make... Oh! No, I make Gorgon editor! Okay. Hang on. I'll... Max getting just flung up. Alright, I can change it here.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm here now. Trying to do a little bit of emergency maintenance on Bacon Hunter's stream. I think y'all heard that, which is my bad. I usually have the tunes kind of set to their own audio channel, so you don't hear anything that I'm actually doing on the computer, but I've been lazy the last couple of streams and I've just set it to desktop audio, so sorry about that. Caesar, hello Badger. Yeah, I tried to help out with that. And turns out he made Gorgon editor, but not me. What's that about? What? Hello? I'm advertising these cool knit hats, capes, socks, etc. You can't see them, but let me assure you, they are awesome. And affordable, too, I'm sure. Alright, well... things didn't go as planned. Yeah, well, that happens. It happens. Alright, I think we're ready to go. So, sorry to anyone who may not be a fan of this, but we are, in fact, continuing the Outer Wilds gameplay / practice. because this game is, it's or the run is it's a lot, and I might have bit off more than I could chew a little bit, but also, you know, I think I can do it. I've got, what is it? Submissions closed on the 26th for the Speedy Adventures Mini-thon, which, by the way, just gonna do one of these real quick. Yes, submissions close on the 26th of this month, so I have 16 days to basically record a full run and submit it, which is doable. That's definitely doable. And then after that, I've got a full month till the 25th, well, you know, almost a full month, before the actual event that I can practice it and make it, you know, marathon ready. So I really just need to get this down. And I've done a little bit of practice since the previous stream, which is cool, because I've been able to, let me turn that off. So I've basically, where we left off the last stream was I was trying to find the timing to get into the interloper, and I was kind of struggling with that for a little bit, but I think I figured it out. I think I found a good timing for it. On my last kind of practice attempt of it, I was able to get there right as the ice melted, which was great. And then once you get inside, it's actually very straightforward. So that split is pretty easy now, which is great. And then I did some practice runs of just the whole Brittle Hollow split, because that is a beefy split. Let me tell you, that is that's something else. I haven't. So I have been able to do everything, but stringing it all together has been a little tough. I've made some mistakes in a few spots. I'm getting there. It's really the jumps at the end are kind of the only place that I'm having trouble now. But I always knew that was going to be the toughest part. So the hope today, and the plan for today, is I'm going to do a full, or I'm going to attempt to do a full run, top to bottom, at least, you know, as far as I have it now, just to make sure that I can still remember where everything goes and what to do. In fact, before I forget, let me pull up my notes here. And let me also, what am I going to do about this? I'll do this instead. Okay. Right, so I'm going to do a run from the beginning to where I am now, just to make sure that I can remember where everything goes and you know, not miss anything. And then, depending on how that goes, my guess is that I'll probably fail at some point on the Brittle Hollow split. But if that does happen, I'm just going to do just a full Brittle Hollow practice run until I get one, basically, is the plan. And then, once that's through, hopefully, you know, that doesn't take too long. We'll start on plotting out the next split, which I think is going to be the next hardest. In fact, let's just, sorry, I just realized that's the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, so this part, not hard. I can do this now, not worried. This part is the part that I'm worried about, as far as things that I know, you know, what to do right now. This is the part that I'm scared to learn, particularly, oh god. Oh no, but we warp there. Yeah, okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, particularly all of this. I think that's going to be a pain. But once we're past that, well, I'm not looking forward to Dark Bramble. Looks like it's going to be relatively quick, which is good, but it's not going to be fun. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to be fun for any of us. Well, I mean, you know, you'll see. You'll see what I mean. And then the rest of this looks relatively straightforward. So I'm not terribly worried about that. I know that there's some crazy out-of-bounds stuff that goes on in this next split, so we'll have to figure that out. But from what I've read, it's very similar to the thing that we do on the Quantum Moon, when we kind of get out of bounds to fly through the core of the moon to our friend Solanum. So anyway, that's the plan. Let's do it. Hope you can finish it this week so it's not that stressful. I mean, you know, the thing is about it is that it's also fun. Like, I enjoy working on these things and getting better at them. So while there is some pressure to do it, you know, relatively quickly. Oh, I need live split. I'm not like overly stressed about it. However, I would very much like to to get to actually doing runs as soon as possible. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh God. I went straight into the habit of what I was doing before, which is practicing on other planets. So I forgot that I actually need to go get the launch codes. Whoa. Okay. Cool. Okay, stood up there pretty quickly. Oh man, okay. I have gotten better at that, but I also haven't had to try it very many times recently, so it's good to get the practice. Ow. Oh, nope, that was... I guess I went in too late, I think is what happened there. Oh, we'll get one going. Ouch. Darn it. Oh my god, no! Ah. I can do this. I've done this plenty of times before. It's not actually that hard. Just need to push W at the right time for exactly the right amount of time. Easy peasy. There we go. Right? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That was so close. That's about as close as you can get without actually getting it. At this rate, it may not be the brittle hollow split that needs practice. I need to try this for a bit. There it is. There it is. Very nice. Oh no! Right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's fine. Okay, well, not ideal, but I've had worse outcomes. At least the statue doesn't have to turn very far. Does mean, however, that we have to walk a little bit farther. Which is disappointing. Geronimo! Oh no! Well, that just invalidated the run. We're not invalidated, I don't think. I think you have to go out of your way to do something else to actually get the 100%. So that, and I don't even remember what that is. So, we're gonna have to start that over. It's kind of a risky strat to do the jump off. I probably won't do that in the marathon. Oh, no, not resume. Not resume. That's not going to help at all. All right, here we go. Oh, jeez. Ow. Let go too early, I think. I think that's what happened there. At least we're getting lined up pretty quickly. That's good. Not entirely sure what I did wrong there. Maybe I held on for a little bit too long. No matter what, this is still valuable practice. But I would like to get past this sooner rather than later. Whoa. Nice. That might be the fastest I've ever got lined up. Not that matters, obviously, but it's just nice to be ready. Come on, man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Come on, I just want to get Actual run started. Well, an actual practice run, I suppose. Nope, that's way off. We'll get there. Don't worry. Ought to do it. I hope. So close. So close. Oh, jeez. Ow. Nope. It's such a very specific amount of time you have to hold it for, and I was getting it fairly consistently, I thought. Now I'm having trouble again, which is not a great sign. Don't love to see that. I was really expecting to come in here and it take like maybe 2 or 3 tries. And to be fair, I did get it earlier. I just messed up a trick after that. In most tricks that you mess up in this game, you don't really have to reset. It's just kind of those two. If you mess up in those 2 very specific ways. There we go. Hello, Gorg. Okay. Yeah, when you land that, it looks so nice. Like the way that you just softly, you know, just tap yourself onto the. Oh, okay. Well, not ideal. Yeah, the way that you just like softly land on the platform, on the landing pad is, it's very satisfying. I think what I might do in the marathon is I'll give that like a few attempts because it doesn't take that long to get started. And if I fail enough times, and what I'll do is as well, I'll just take this safe route, go. And if I don't get it after the few times, then I'll just, well, that would mean I'd also have to practice that that crazy controller jump again, which I was starting to get. So I guess I'd have to brush up on that. But then I can at least jump up and take the longer speedrun route. Sure got that first try. I did not. Oops. I got it earlier after a few tries, and then on that one, I accidentally chose the wrong dialogue for the person that you talk to, like while you're jumping off the cliff and dying the first time, and that is really important for this route. So I kind of just had to reset. Okay, but we made it past the first split, what I'm going to consider to be the first split. And now we go to Giant's Deep. Or more specifically, the orbital probe cannon orbiting around Giant's Deep. You do kind of have to jump a little bit. I've tried just walking into it and it doesn't really work. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Oh, this is bad. I've been practicing the parts that I've been practicing have been me flying over larger distances a lot, so I just kind of held down the accelerator there for a little too long. Something I'll need to be much more careful about. I can also resort to using autopilot, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's always the fastest way to get somewhere, or the safest way. Definitely not always the safest way. Okie doke. Whoop. Plant that there, and then jump over to this. Oh god. Nope. Grab this. This will be just about finished. Now, which ones do I need to read here? First, oh, nope. Do not do that. Do not do that, please. Okay, any of these first ones. So we read the first one. That's great. And then on the second... Well, first on the wall, we're going to read first up and right. Cool. And then here, we just need the first one. Whoop. Oh. I guess we need technically the top or the bottom. But I'm just going to go with the top. Okay, it looks like we're going to be going through this one to that way. Going down here. Then we need to read all of this stone. Okay, good. Back to the ship. Cool. Recharge. Now we go to Giant's Deep. Which, hey, look, it's right here. Who would have thought? Beautiful. Try to park on this pile of rubble over here to make taking off easier. That should get the job done, I think. Just gonna be a little bit extra safe there. Don't want to lose a run. Flying off a cliff. Okay. Whew. Did I do that? Yeah. Cool. It's just... Okay, that's not great. Need to read that, it's very important. away. Alright. I know there's a better way to do that, I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. That's kind of low on my list of priorities as far as things to learn in this run goes right now. Alright. Nope. Okay, now I need you to... Darn it! I hate when that happens. Okay. The trick is to kind of like stand in a spot where those things can't make you put your thing away, and then... Actually, I wonder, does blinking... Blinking probably doesn't work here. God, come on. Hey, we did it. Hello, Fumio. Welcome, welcome. Okay, where are we going? We're going here. Ow. Okay, now I need to do a little... I think it's getting both of them still. Come on. Come on. Stupid quantum gravity rocks. There we go. Cool. Oh, look. It's right here. We didn't even need to blink for it. That's nice. And then on this, we need to read the first and the left, and then we're done. Nice. Okay. Getting better at that. Feels good. Here we are. Now this part I do still have trouble with. And I think it's just because there's a bit of randomness to where these islands go. I don't know if it actually matters what order I do them in. Actually, does the guide say whether or not it matters? It's gonna be back up here. Oh, why's that blank? It should say Giant's Deep. I don't think I did that. Whatever. I guess we can pause the timer, although that doesn't really matter at this point. Right now, at this point of learning the run, I only need the timer to time out the geyser skip. Like, it's absolutely critically important for that. But for right now, I don't actually care what time it is, what time I'm on. Although it does kind of help, you know, contextualize things. So fly through the hurricane wall across from the tower entrance to the islands in the following order. It says in the following order. Okay, well, I guess I better do them in that order. I don't see why it has to be in that order, but I'm just gonna take their word for it. Oh, come on, don't do this. Don't do it. I need this island. You stay away. Stupid cyclone. Stay away from my island. At least wait until I read the thing. Okay. Oh. Alright. Read it twice just to be sure. That's good. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. Maybe, but like I have, and yeah, I mean it might have something to do with that. The problem that I've been running into is like I even following the instructions they put to locate the islands, I can't find them. Like they're in seemingly random locations. And maybe that's just because I've been slow, so that they've already kind of been tossed around into weird places. So, I mean, I don't know. My best guess is that it has to do with you need to have looked at these before you talk to Gabbro for some reason. Although I don't see why that would matter. just my best guess right now. Maybe I'll find an explanation for that at some point, but right now I don't super care. I just want to get the run down. On this, we need to read the first, the right, the up, and then we're done. Ouch. Oh no, I forgot to continue. Now my time is fraudulent. Ouch. Gotta get better at that one. It's really just a matter of me lining up more carefully than I have been. Okay, that's good. Next should be, and I guess I'll double check this while I'm thinking about how the order matters. So Bramble, we did that. Statue, we just did that. Construction. Okay, so I did have that right. So we do all of them, yeah, and then we talk to Gavros. I mean, that has to be it. It just has to be something with Gavros' dialogue. It's the only thing that makes any sense. It's Bramble. We just saw construction. It was literally just right here. It was right next to us. And now it's gone. It's gonna really suck when I'm on one of these runs and the island just actually happens to crash down onto my ship after it's been tossed into space. It's incredibly unlikely that happens, but it is a possibility. Here we go. Parking on this thing has been a bit of a pain. I think that's gonna be good. Oh, okay, not as good as I wanted. But that's fine. Get this. Jump here. Ooh, okay. Well, that could have been worse. That could have gone a lot worse. Gotta read all of this. And read that, and first line of this one. And the first line of this scroll right here. Oh, okay, not a good jump. That's a jump that I really have trouble with. It's not super consequential most of the time, but yeah, that definitely could have been better. I don't know why I want to do this. Ooh, okay, not like that. Shoot, that might have been actually a pretty bad parking spot. How am I gonna get there? Nope. This is not great. So my game is not running well at all for some reason. Okay, if I can get up on these rocks. No, come on. About this shelf thing. Oh, it's super thin. Okay, what about this shelf thing? No! Oh my god, that's so close. Okay. Hang on. What if... Is there some way for me to, like, finagle my way on top of this? Ah! Yeah, we did it! Okay, cool. Splendid, okay. Yeah, I'm going to need to find a consistent and safe place to park on this island, because that has been a problem for a few of my runs. Okay, where is Gabbro? We're looking for the island with smoke coming off of it. See, these islands move so much. Like, I don't know how they just know where to go. These people who actually speedrun this game. Okay, we gotta say some stuff. What's up this planet? And then where should I explore? And see you. Okay, cool. And now we fly into this cyclone right here. And we look for a jellyfish. Hey, there's a jellyfish. Okay, we'll have plenty of time to get into place here. May not be the most optimal jellyfish, but at least it's going to be pretty safe. We just have to wait a little bit. And you can actually just kind of hang out in the little tendrils here. You don't need to go all the way up into the head of a jellyfish. This is sufficient to get you through this crazy static core thing. There we go. And then we just fly to the South Pole. Or swim, I guess. And this is one where I don't super remember which things to read, so I'm going to scroll this down. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump up here. We need the Ash Twin Project stone, just the first one on here. And we can take our time reading this because this thing takes forever to play out. Here it is. And then we need the middle and the bottom. These bottom two. And then on this one, it's just the bottom ring that we need. Wonderful. And then we save and quit. Okay, good. That was Giant's Deep. Pretty much without any serious problems. And I mostly remembered what to do, so this is good. Okay, now we're on the scary one. Doing Brittle Hollow. There's the Hollow's Lantern, which is where we'll actually be going first. So on the guide, it recommends waiting for about 1:45 at the campfire. Or, you know, speeding up time to about 1:45 at the campfire, but and that's in order to do, like, you just to put Brittle Hollow in a better, like, positional or orbital position, I guess, to make it easier to fly to. But I kind of am finding that I prefer to just go straight at it because it gives me a little bit of extra time in case, you know, I mess something up on all the Brittle Hollow platforming and whatnot, because this split is long, and Brittle Hollow, in case you didn't know, oh, come on, I landed on the stone. In case you didn't know, it over the course of a full cycle, it just kind of gradually falls apart and gets eaten by the black hole that's at its core. So as the loop goes on, if we take too long, that's fine. So it was the beginning of the loop. Yeah, if we take too long, chunks and chunks of the planet will be gone, and it's just going to make things either impossible in some cases to accomplish, or a lot harder in other cases. So, I think I prefer to have the extra minute 45, you know, just to give myself a little bit of cushion. I can take a little bit of time to fly to the planet. I don't think it's a full minute 45 that we're losing by flying there immediately. At least I hope it's not. Okay, note to self this time, don't park over the lava. Just fly into the volcano, please. Thank you. Park away from the lava, perhaps this time, and maybe not on top of the statue that or a stone that I need to read. That's a pretty good spot right there. I should try to do that. This, I'm sure. Okay, we need to read almost everything. It's everything but this leftmost line. Oh, that wasn't off. Okay, that's fine. Small inconvenience. And then, where is the planet? Where did the planet go? Where is Brittle Hollow? There you are. Okay, since we're on top of this thing, we gotta do this anyway. We'll do this now. I checked earlier, and the order between this and doing the escape pod section are not important. You can do either. Okay. I have a really hard time parking on this thing in a useful way. Okay. And then this is all of it. Okay, all of this one. Okay, that was not too bad. Oh no. Well, maybe it was too bad. Okay, thank God. Okay, and now we're gonna go look for the escape pod, which I think is just like on the other side of the planet. It's not that. It's that. Should be fine. Gotta scan this thing. Oh, I forgot to scan the stupid rock. We'll do that on the way out, I guess. I need to read all of this. Hello, Zenial. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the nice hat. I like this one. It's one of the more comfortable ones that I have in this set for this ridiculous bit that I do. Gotta read both of those, and then we need this one and that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We're gonna read this and that. Jump down here. Look at these cool paintings. How nice. Okay, gotta go back to that. Oops. Okay, fine. Gotta go back to that quantum rock thing and make sure that I scan it. It's very important. Which unfortunately does mean I'm gonna have to fly around the planet again until I find it. Where are you at? Oh no, I did a full turnaround. Full revolution. Come on. I know it was, pretty sure it was closer to this cannon than it was to the escape pod. This is a bad time to not be able to find this. There it is. Oh, okay, so I have to scan with my actual scanner. Oh, shoot. Come on, just let that work. Well, no, it won't. Okay, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'll just do this. I can blink until it's here. There we go. Okay, scanned. Right? Did it... Oh, do I have to get closer for it to actually trigger? Yes, okay. There we go. That's what I was supposed to do. Now I've wasted a bunch of time. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but it might. I mean, the thing is, worst case scenario, if like I die or if I, you know, take too long and this loop becomes, you know, oh wow, that's lucky. That is really lucky to get the quantum moon right there. Then I can just, you know, pick up where I left off on the next loop. Like it's not the end of the world. It's kind of the nature of the game. It's fine. Okay, perfect. Now, show me a shrine. There we go. Lights on. Read, read, read. Lights off. Get it? I think I got it. Okay, good. Whew! I was having some trouble with that one earlier, but I think I figured out a more consistent setup, which is great. Solanum, 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 Solanum! Hello! That. Give me that. Give me this. Give me this. And if I believe it's let me just scroll down to confirm. Should be U quantum moon. We'll read both of them, I believe. Yep, and then explain quantum moon. This is first right. Just right, and then explain Eye of the Universe. And this will be first right up. Okay. And then we jump into the vortex. Whee! Now we need a shuttle. Thing is, we can't blink here, so I have to like either just spin around or look down and then back up frequently. Hey, there we go. Do a little warp. Do a little launch, and then a little warp. Need all this stuff. I'm a little worried that we might be out of time to do some of the jumps we need to do, but we're gonna find out, I guess. This is... Oh gosh. Which one is this? Slum shuttle notes. House... oh, okay. First and right. Okay, cool. So just these first two. That's not the way to go. Wait, yes it is. Yeah, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is still there. Oh no! Oh god! Ah! No! I missed! Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be... Ouch. That's gonna be a next looper. So I guess we can kind of practice what'll happen in this sort of scenario. So in this case, I'll just quit out. We'll restart, or you'll resume expedition. And in this case, I think... I already don't need the ship for the rest of the split. So I can just fly the ship directly to that house, which I think is going to be the best place to still jump into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge from. And then we can just kind of continue the split as it goes. Okay, and I think we're going to be arriving basically right on top of where we need to land, which is cool. Okay, let's just... right down here, that's fine. Whee! Okay, we already read all that, so let's just jump. Ooh, okay. We got there. Nice. We're gonna go... Man, I need to be better about picking up my camera before I... I think these are both... Wait, okay. No, this one's first... right, up, left. Those, okay. And this one is first, left, up. We're good. Fine. Oh, did not... Okay, that's really not what I wanted to do. That's fine, though. I can't believe I accidentally turned that on. Okay, no big deal. I'll right back. I'm not going to worry about trying to jump in while talking to him. I'm just gonna... Oh. Just gonna talk to him and then jump in. It's probably fine to just, and it is probably perfectly safe to just try, like, to at least attempt to jump in while talking to him. So I'll probably try to work on that next time. It's so creepy seeing the dark bramble just sail on past you as you're coming into the Whitehole station here. Okay, we want to go... Nope. It's this way. Oh, please. Okay. Give me this. Let me read this and that. And now we wait. Stop waiting. Let's plug this in. Just need to read the first one of that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then we need to read, like, almost all of this, I think. It's those ones. Here, I think it's just these top two. No, it's just the first one. Cool, okay. And then we go this way. Woo. Okay. Cool. Now this is where I start really having trouble with the run. Just need to read that, and then this one and that one, right? Or is it these three? First right, up, left. Okay, those ones. And we're gonna head down here. Make sure that we raise the black hole forge. And I have been having a lot of trouble getting up here for some reason. And this is one of those things where, like, at this point, I'm consistently, kind of low on fuel. And it's a pretty dangerous jump that might mean I have to restart the loop. So I'm kind of wondering if I want to just take the safe route and just jump up the... Oh god. Whew. Okay. Jump up the, what do you call it? Those, like, stairs that aren't really stairs. They're just a gravity wall thing. So first left, up. And now for the really hard jump. The bramble looms. That it does do. Okay, here we go. Oh no! How close was I? Okay, yeah. And I'm so low on fuel now, too. Okay, so I think... So what happens there? So I've done the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, so I don't need to do that jump again. I can instead go to... I can just go to the shortcut that's in the South Pole? North Pole? And then try to do this a safer way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to not count on it being a perfect run where I don't make any mistakes and don't die unnecessarily the whole time, and just try to make it as safe as possible. Limit the deaths. It's okay if I don't set a world record, that's not the point. So we're gonna go to this place. Shot it a little bit. Whee! Yeah, it's fine. Close enough. Nice. And then I've already read all those things, so again, I'm not going to worry too much about it. One thing I do need to absolutely remember to do is to raise the black hole forge. That's really important. And then I think I'm just gonna practice doing this in a slower but much safer way. I think this should overall conserve on fuel as well. That's a bit of a dangerous jump. I might have to rethink that one. I've already read that, so I don't care. I actually didn't need to come back here at all, so that was kind of foolish. Okay. Okay, alright, we did it. I think the trick is to not aggressively boost. You really want to make sure that you keep your momentum going upwards, which you can do with your regular thrusters. Because as long as you're already going upwards, your scout boosts will be enough. How does this work? Holy moly! First right, left, I guess. I don't know how that's left, but fine. Yeah, your scout boost will actually be enough to consistently bring you up higher, which is cool, but it feels weird when you're first trying it out. Where am I? Oh, right, these are all fold. First up, left, down. Fold. Let's grab this. Make sure we look at that. Hello, that. Let's read that. First up, left, down. Good old fold. Now, this next jump is also tricky. This one is first. Oh, it's just that. Just the first. Okay. And then we jump. Ooh. Okay, again, if we just maintain the upward momentum. Okay, that's really not as hard. Once you kind of understand that principle, that is not as hard as it seems. Okay, great. And now this one's complicated, right? Okay, first right, 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 left. Okay, and then we're gonna go up here. This one is Frull. First right up left, and then we go for here. First, right, right, left. I think that's what it was saying. I might end up reading all of these just for absolute safety. And then I think that's where that split ends. Yes. Wait. Yes. Okay, great. So that's the whole Brittle Hollow split, which is a pain, but feels a lot more achievable now. And then we have the Interloper split. Yeah, I'm starting to get the scout boosts down a little bit more. They're still tricky, and I still am avoiding using them in places where I can really screw myself over with it. Oh, hello! Hello, Bacon Hunter and friends. Thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Here, let's do a quick shout out. Actually, Gorg, if you wouldn't mind shouting out the Hunter of Bacon, I'd really appreciate it. Or I guess Bacon Hunter, you could do it yourself. You can shout yourself out if you want. Okay, so now we're on the next split, which will be the Interloper / Addlerock split. So we're first looking for the moon of our home planet. Where is it? There it is. Just need to do a few things here on the moon. Starting with... Oh, okay, overshot it a little bit. Starting with this peculiar structure here. Okay, just land. There we go. How was the Sam and Max remastered speedrun stuff? Turns out the remastered world record is impossible as they patched out an exploit to skip the intro cinematic. That's disappointing. Is there? Can you downgrade? Let's see. Okay, first and up on both of these. Stream is good. Had a fun time. That's good. Glad to hear it. It might be possible within Steam. We can figure that out. There's usually a way to play an earlier version. Okay, we gotta read all that. Very nice. Let's go talk to our buddy over here. Oh, Esker. You whistling? Cool. Whatever. See ya. And I think the amount of time that I want to wait here is for this clock to reach 7 minutes. I think that's going to give me the right amount of time, like distance, to actually catch up to the Addlerock, or sorry, the Interloper with, and then it'll give me time to do all the stuff I need to do before. Basically, it'll give me enough time to get there, and then get not wait too long for the ice to melt. Because if I do like 6 minutes, like, yeah, it gives me plenty of time to get there, but then I'm waiting for a full minute in real time, as opposed to doing this, which is clearly much faster. Okay, I should do it. Oh, I don't think I scanned the quantum moon when we went on it. I don't know if that's a problem. We might have to find a way to scan that before we go. So any chance the quantum moon just happens to be right here? Oh my god, there is. Hello. Is it not gonna... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be extra super safe here. Just in case I really need this right now, and I think there's a chance that I do. I'm just gonna get out. Make sure I've got this. Okay, got it. And then right back out. Okay, cool. So that's Outer Rock done. That's the Quantum Moon scanned, thankfully. Hopefully the Interloper is not in a terrible spot now. Where is it? 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 I guess I can see, right? Okay, yeah. So it should be... What the heck? Like, I see it on the map. Oh, there it is. Okay. This should be fine. As long as I don't overshoot this terribly. Which might happen. I'm going to try really hard not to. Thing is, once the ice melts, I think I have an okay amount of time to get to it. I don't think I need to rush all that much. Okay. Alright, well, that could have been better. Oh, don't get up yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to leave the seat just yet. Okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't need this ship anymore. Not for this split. Oh god. I do need to read this, though. Okay, that's red. Very nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, what? Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh my god, I hope we get to the ice in time. It better not refreeze. I'm gonna be pissed. I also still am not great at finding it quickly, so that's not great. There it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I think it just resealed. Okay. That's fine. If that happens, then we can just... We'll just restart the loop. That's fine. I think once you have splits and stuff set up, there'll actually be and are actually timing it. You can try to do some quick math where you need to be in the cycle. Yeah, that's a good point. So that was a combination of me taking that detour to scan the quantum moon, and then just poor maneuvering around. Oh, I should have actually. I guess I kind of wanted to sleep. Probably want to sleep for a few minutes because it's going to be a lot of me just waiting on the... Can I call the... Oh, man. I guess we'll find out. I have some questions to answer now. Can I call this back down? No. Oh, God! Okay, maybe I can. Alright, that's fine. So, let's see. I'm thinking like 8 minutes this time. That should still give us plenty of time. Oh! I did forget something. I forgot one thing. And again, I probably should have waited still at the campfire, but what I'm going to do instead is just go do this now. You get crushed by it too, yeah. Ooh, spindly little hats. Okay, we'll do that here in just a minute. First we need to fly over here. And then we're gonna... Whoop, we need to scan this rock. I think. There we go. And then we also need to read this, apparently. Again, I feel like I don't... I feel like I don't see that update the ship's log at all, but they say you need to do it in the guide, and I saw the world record holder do it, so like I guess you need to do it. Okay, I think right now the interloper, I think it's about to basically restart the whole cycle. So like the ice on it's gonna be melting like right now, and then we're gonna have to wait another couple of minutes for it to circle back around. So I guess what we'll do is go ahead and land on the interloper anyway. Just make sure I'm in position. Oh, the problem with that is once we go around Giants Deep, I'm gonna get sucked up into the thing again. Do you do anything on Timber Hearth later? Maybe you have to look at that. The couple other things you do later in the game, later to log the update. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do a couple of things on Timber Hearth later, so maybe that does have some sort of impact there. That would explain it. So we're just gonna hang out near the interloper for a minute. Although it's looking like it's coming back near the sun again. Maybe I've thought about this the wrong way. Either way, oh God. Come on. Alright, very nice. I think this will already count as being red, but I'm just going to double check anyway. Not that it super matters right now, because this is obviously not going to be a finished run. Because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do next. After I finish the interloper here. Alright, so interloper crevice is here. And we're just gonna chill. And I guess let's go ahead and spin the wheel while we're waiting. Why not? Okay, wheel time. Show me the wheel. Here's the wheel. Spin it. What are we going to? Hey, I'm getting a promotion. Woohoo! how dead are we? Okay, not dead at all. Very good. Ahoy, indeed. Let's see if I can get that out before something happens in the game. Oh no, I'll pick that up later. It's fine. It's just a bag. Oh gosh, I think I nudged the green screen a little bit too. Alright, and I'm not going to put the sunglasses on this time because this is a pretty dark game and I need to see. Thank you for the redemption. Okay, how close are we? Not very. So yeah, we're making the full cycle around. And we're just gonna chill. So in an actual run, what I really need to do is, one, remember that I need to scan the Quantum Moon when I'm doing the Brittle Hollow Quantum Moon split. That's important. And then secondly, two, I need to have a plan for if I screw up getting to the interloper the first time. What I want to do ideally is just take a nap at the first bonfire immediately. Bonfire, you know what I mean. That's not a Dark Souls game, but the campfire at the very beginning of the game, and I need to determine a good amount of time to rest at that fire. To get to the interloper at a decent time. So that we don't just have to sit here and wait for minutes because I got here at an awkward time in the orbital cycle. Whoa. This game does have some really cool visual effects. So after this, we do a whole lot of stuff on the Ash Twins, or the Hourglass Twins. The Ash Twin and the Ember Twin. Which is gonna be real crazy. Because those planets, while small, are dense. And packed with stuff to look at. You don't get to see the White Hole Station from a planet very often. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the White Hole Station's an interesting one because there's usually only one way to see it. Come on, son. Just a little bit closer. Mr. Sun, if you don't mind. Three minutes of oxygen, that's probably plenty. Although maybe I should try to go fill up again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It won't be, it's not a bad idea, I don't think. I think it's going to be plenty of time. I'm not really worried about the fuel. We will be using some, but again, the split is really short. I mean, I will fill it up automatically once I click that, but I wasn't like hurting for it. Wasn't too worried about running out. Oh, no, careful, careful, careful. Okay, nice. I was able to find it much faster that time, which is good. Maybe I'm getting better at that. Once we get in there, it looks complicated and scary, but it's actually pretty simple. Which I was relieved to see. Hi, Quantum Moon. Hi, Hourglass Twins. I'll see you in a minute. Hey, the sun is approaching, and I say it's alright. I think that's how the song goes. The sun is approaching. Oh, here we go. We're in. Is that the sun exploding? Is that the sun exploding right now? I'm gonna be pissed if that's the sound of the sun exploding. I don't think we've wasted that much time. We couldn't have. There's simply no way that's what that is. It was probably the ice resealing or something. You didn't hear the music. That's also true. We would have heard the music. Alright, we gotta come in here. We gotta make sure we look at that terrifying thing and read this. Okay. And then we save and quit. So that was an hour and a minute and a half of me kind of fumbling through it. But also there was some like pausing to look at notes and things in there, so I would imagine that we could pretty easily shave off several minutes in an actual run environment, especially once I actually know what I'm doing. So now that we're caught up, for context, we've now covered all of that, which is good. That's pretty good progress. We have one more big scary split here, which we're going to dive into right now, I suppose. Okay, so it says here sleep for 4 minutes 30 to 4:55, depending on how comfortable you are flying quickly. And then we go to the Ash Twin. In front of the Sun Tower, on the walkway, right for the closed door. Leave the ship and fly around the other side tower entrance. Read the wall, then fly through the cactus maze. Oh god, the cactus maze. I remember having so much trouble with the cactus maze. Open the door while standing on the warp pad to go through the sun station. Okay. How does this look for Mr. World Record here? So this is the thing we just did. "25 minutes, wow." That's a pretty good pace. The sun is en route to our location, and I say that the situation is quite manageable. It's so catchy. Why did it... YouTube, what are we doing here? Okay, so how long does he sleep for? Oh, not that long. He sleeps for about a minute, 55 seconds. That's like 4 minutes less than they recommend. Okay, wonder why. Do. Oh, right, okay. He did this earlier. Yes, okay. I forgot that this is a different order. I was like, huh, that's very different. Okay. 4:30. which makes more sense. I was like, this is not the Ash Twin. What do you mean? Whoa! Okay. So he parked in front of the orbital cannon. So this is already different from what this guide says. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is not even the same twin. Fly to the in-between gravity cannon. Okay, yeah. So he's doing this part first. Which just so the Ash Twin will be empty by the time he needs to do stuff here. I mean, maybe, but he still sleeps for 4 minutes 30 here, which would make you think that that's for the Ash Twin bit. I don't fully understand how that is supposed to work. So let's keep watching for a minute. Shuttle stuff. Cool. Uh-huh. It might just be that he's so fast, he knows he can get away with doing all of this and then getting to the Ash Twin, but that still doesn't explain to me why he would sleep for the 4 minutes 30. He's doing like all of the Ember Twin stuff first. So looking at this kind of in its entirety right now, I don't actually think this is going to be that difficult. I think it's just going to be a lot of memorizing where to go, but that hasn't really been a problem so far for the most part. Doing it this quickly, obviously, is a different story. Okay, so just to refresh my memory, we are in the fish cave. We saw that. Find the escape pod. We saw that. Bookshelf refuel. Saw that. Okay. Yeah. Swap scrolls. Fly to the equator. Cave entrance. Hit the wall. Stand on the shard and blink with the map until you're in the lit cave. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. Okay. That. And then we're going to get back on the rock. We're going to go read another thing. Okay, then I think this is, yeah, this is the out of bounds. So, how does this work? So back on the rock, blink once to reach, oh, so it's a set thing, you only need to blink once? It's interesting. Read the text, ride the rock to the cave. with the large staircase, exit the cave and put your scout on the tall mesa. Okay, so is this new tech that's not being considered in this guide? Because here they're saying get back on the rock, blink, we did that. Large staircase. I don't think... So we read this. So he blunk until this specific rock formation appeared, it looks like. So he's not trying to get on the quantum rock. Let's see. What would this be called? Something clip, probably. Oh, wait. Here we go. Ember Twin out of bounds. Stand on a rock in the area in Ember Twin. You can only get to by riding the quantum shard, then blink. Just any rock. Getting relocated out of bounds along with the quantum rock as it changes position. Permanent cave darkness, likely permanent Emperor Twin atmospheric drag. Is this going to make me like... I don't want to join your server. I just want to learn this trick. And looks like that is how we get to the high energy lab early. Well, I mean, it looks pretty straightforward-ish, right? So we read this, and then just jump on the rock, and then you just kind of blink until you're out of bounds. I mean, no problem. It seems fairly simple. And we're going to the high energy lab here, which is cool. It looks easier than the door one we did on the Quantum Moon. We'll see how true that is, but it looks easier. And that's the one that really confuses me. Huh? Like that, it just does not look... He just kind of bumped up against this wall and then suddenly he's out of bounds again. That doesn't look right at all. He goes to this cave. He's gonna go talk to Chert. Hello, Chert. He's gonna go sleep again. And he still hasn't done anything on the Ash Twin. Am I missing something? He sleeps for another... How is this possible? What? He sleeps for half the cycle. Look, the sun is just about to blow up. He talks to Shirt and then he goes back to sleep. What? Huh? He waits till like the very end of the cycle here. The Ember Twin is full of ash, and okay, he's going over now. He's going over to the Ash Twin. Or the Ember Twin is full of sand, I should have said. He's getting the end of the loop music right now. This is insane. What? but I thought he never even goes to the sun station. He must do that later. Does it say in his splits? Okay, sun station he does later. Okay. That's probably what it is. He's doing all of the Ember Twin as its own split, essentially. And then he's doing the sun station later. I guess. That was weird to see. Okay, so that leaves me with some questions that I have to answer. Fly to the Ash Twin shipless? Into the Brittle Hollow building, use the scroll downstairs. Is that what he just did? Is this the Brittle Hollow building? I guess it must be, right? Yeah. He read first left up right or something like that. First up right, yeah, I mean whatever. You're doing the twins shipless isn't bad. I just like, for some reason in my head I was like, okay, you save and quit, load up a new thing, and then you want me to then fly their shipless? But no, it's not. It's within the process of doing this whole thing, which makes way more sense. Enter the Brittle Hall. I like how they bolded this. To read the scroll downstairs. Huh. Okay. And then we do a little bit of Timberhearth stuff. Then all of the Dark Bramble, which will be fun. And I guess the Zero G Cave gets its own loop, which I don't get. Wake, elevator, suit up, eject without buckling up. Jetpack to the elevator, repair satellite, save and quit once complete. I want to see what that looks like. Hang on. Yes, spreadsheets. Tasty, tasty spreadsheets. I'm training for the Excel World Championship. I can assure you that I am not. Okay, I want to see this Zero G Cave. He doesn't do that till way late, which I think is generally how it works anyway. Okay. Eject. That's awesome. I love that. Keep it here, that's a real thing. Yeah, I don't blame you. It is very much a real thing. Okay, and then we're on the elevator. Okay, repair the thing. I guess I just don't see why this has to be its own loop. But yeah, that's the whole loop. Weird. Okay, anyway, that's not super important right now. So, what I need to figure out is, do I want to do it the same way this world record does, using this trick? I guess I probably do. Another question I have, though, is there has to be a reason for talking to, like, for going to sleep for so long. Like, I'm pretty sure he talks to Chert. He says hi to Chert, says one specific thing, and then goes to sleep for like a long time. Oh, no. Okay, so this first one, yeah, it's still pretty long. About 8 minutes? Longer? Yeah, 8.5, 8:40. 9. Okay, 9 minutes. And then says something else to Chert, then goes back to sleep. And this one's lengthy as well, I think. Oops. Okay, not as long. About 3 minutes. Says another thing to chert and then leaves. Like, do you have to... It's got to be because of the sun, right? It's got to be just like the... At certain points in the cycle, chert will have different things to say. But I'm wondering, do you... Like... I'm wondering if this is the best way to do this. Like, maybe you should come here and read that and then go to the, the other place. Read this. And then instead of saving and quitting there, then go do the church stuff. Maybe. Like, I'm not saying that that's a faster way to do it necessarily, but I think it might be a safer way. I guess one step at a time. In this one, they land in front of the Sun Tower walkway, on the walkway, right in front of the closed door. Leave the ship, fly around to the other entrance on the Sun Tower. Read the wall, fly through the cactus maze. I don't know, this does feel like this might just be easier. I'm going to try sleeping for 4 minutes 30, and then we'll try going through the sun station first. And then just see how that goes, I guess. Off into space once more. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, I didn't sleep. Whoops. I'm just going to restart. That's fine. I was like, man, that thing is full of sand. How am I going to land on that? Okay, back to sleep. 4.5 minutes. Okie doke. I mean, it's fine. We'll take the extra 30 seconds. I don't think it's gonna hurt. Okay, where are those twins? Oh, right there. Convenient. And is there going to be enough sand removed? Maybe I really did need to wait that extra time. It looks like we're still kind of in the early phase here. The sun tower is starting to poke through. So maybe this is actually fine. So I think the idea is I will park the ship right here. Cool. Fly around. Oop, that's not the right button. And we do the cactus maze. Woohoo! This is actually not so bad. Except for I'm making it way worse. For no reason. Okay. Oh god. I've ruined it. Okay, so totally fine to take the extra 30 seconds there. In fact, I think I may need it. See, I think am I supposed to read something here? Land in front of the thing, leave the ship, go to the other. Okay, yeah, I do need to read the wall. Just first. So let's go ahead and update the list here. Good on Addle Rock. This will be Ash Twin. That's not how you spell twin. And we'll make this sun tower wall first. That should be good enough. So I don't know how much we actually need to read on the Ash Twin. Oh, almost forgot to sleep. So we'll just do 4 minutes. And then hopefully that makes getting through the cactus maze a little easier for me. There was a time in my casual run where I was like trying to, I continually would get to that place, like, you know, later in the cycle, so all the sand had drained down. So I thought you had to like fly through the whole maze, which is not what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's definitely really, really hard, if not impossible. Wait for the sand to pass. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about parking it in just the right spot. That'll get the job done. Okay. Cool. Please just get through without punching a hole. Okay. That's not so bad. And then once we're here, it says they fly through the cactus maze. Open the door while standing on the warp pad to go to the sun station. To the sun station! It's actually going to be coming from this way. Oh, here it comes. There we go. For a second I was afraid it wasn't gonna warp me. Okay, once we get to the sun station, what do we need to do? Warp over, open the escape hatch, fly to the second part, jump down the hole, read the stone. If I remember correctly, there's not really a whole lot to do here. You just gotta... like, getting here is the big tricky part. What with its close proximity to the sun and all. Okay. That's not too bad. And we need to read what exactly? Jump down the hole. Read the stone. So I don't need this thing on the wall. Jumping down the hole. This place is so cool. Read the stone. This one? We need to read here. Let's go ahead and this one's first left, left, up, left. So, Station. I think that was the Ash Twin Project stone. First left, right? First left, up left. Up, left. Okay, and then what else? Read any of the computer log, which would be this, I guess. I believe so. We'll say rings any. And then head back up and read the scroll wall. Okay, so we can read the scroll wall. Or we do need to, rather. Scroll wall first. Okay, and then we simply teleport back. Not like being this close to the sun. Oh wait, I can't warp back with this, can I? Oh, I can, okay. Couldn't remember if that's exactly how that worked or not. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. The Ash Twin and the Sun Station, that's pretty, I can handle that. Seems best to boost off the floor slightly instead of jumping and then holding the vertical boost. Using the extra boost to keep altitude. I think they're making this harder on themselves. I think if you just wait for 4 minutes instead of 4:30, you can just walk through the maze like I did. I don't think it needs to be that hard. If you miss a cycle and wait for the next one, the sand will be too high for you to get into the stepping stone cave later in the route. Okay, well, I'm still hitting it on this first cycle, so that's fine. I think that's okay. So let's just warp over, open the escape hatch, and fly to the second part. Face the door you've opened to your left, and the gravity wall will be ahead of you. The escape hatch doesn't have collision when it's ejected. That's good to know. Okay. Fly to the Ember Twin gravity cannon, refuel before leaving the ship. Oh, my ship is already on the Ember Twin. Predictably, I suppose. That's going to make refueling harder. Unless there's a fuel tank near the gravity cannon here. Which I am doubting there will be. So maybe that's something to consider. Why did they suggest parking the ship on the walkway in front of the sun station if they wanted you to get back into the ship? Whatever. And then I think the rest of this is going to be exactly as we see it in the record. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. There's an ad coming in here in a few minutes. I'm just going to run that now because I have not been able to take a break yet. So I'm gonna take a break now. Oh, OBS is not behaving. Okay. I will be right back. Let me get you some music to listen to. And then we'll start cracking into the Ash Twin. See ya in a minute. Alrighty. Ad break should be over. Let's get back to it. So one thing I wanted to consider here, I want to see what the second place does, because second place is only a few seconds shorter. It's from longer ago. I want to see if they do this in the same way. Well, that's going to be... should be this one. So they slept for... okay, looks like about the 4.5. Why is the quality so bad? So the question will be, okay, they're targeting the Ember Twin. So I guess they do the same thing. It's so weird that it's so weird that the route has been apparently different for a while. That's not the correct thing. Because this one was 4 months ago. This one was from a year ago. September, okay. It's September of 24. This is almost 2 years old. I guess no one's updated this document? Okay, what about third place? Oh, is there a video? There's got to be video. Okay, good. Interloper, Hourglass Twins. Okay, they also do Sun Station way down here. So, okay. This is telling me I should probably not listen to the guide. I should probably do what all of these other people are doing. So that's actually a little bit later on. Okay. I mean, if this guy is doing it, if this guy does it, then we'll know that the guy is really wrong. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, here's finishing the interloper. Going into Hourglass. Rests for about 4.5 minutes, I'm assuming. Oh, a little bit longer. 4:55. They went for the 4:55. Okay, he's trying to get an idea of where the twins are by listening for Chert's harmonica. Okay, he's landing on the Ash Twin. So we have to go back, it seems possibly to 2021, since that was the way that people did it. Because all of these runs happen, all of the top 5 runs happen after that, and they all, I'm assuming, I haven't checked these two, but the fact that they were both posted after these ones makes me think that they all do that. So, change of plans, I guess. We're going to do what they do, which is to say, instead of doing these things, we're still going to sleep for the 4.5 minutes, which I don't understand. I mean, it's something with the sand. It's absolutely something with the sand. I just haven't remembered exactly what impact we're looking to get. from that. But we're gonna do the weight still. We're gonna skip going to the Ash Twin and Sun Station. We're gonna go straight to Ember Twin, park at the gravity cannon. I guess slam the ship into the gravity cannon seems to be the meta strat. Recall the shuttle, get in the shuttle, launch it, recall, normal stuff. Read the Know My Notes. You only need to read the first 4. That's interesting. You can activate the cannon before recalling the shuttle, instead of launching and recalling it once outside. You can activate it before... You can activate the cannon before recalling the shuttle? Okay. Is that what he does here? Or not you? You. Is that what you do? What split are we on? Okay, going up to the Ember Twin, slamming into the gravity cannon. He recalls it immediately. Does not launch, just go straight for the recall. And then launch recall. I don't see the point of trying to launch when there's nothing on it. Activate the cannon before recalling the shuttle instead of launching and recalling it once inside. But why? Why would I do that? What's the point? Okay. So, does that read the notes? Jetpacks out of the back of the gravity cannon. Enter the sunless city through the shortcut. I see. Right, okay. Okay. This part looks like that might be tricky. Okay, let's practice getting here. I think that's where we're going to start for now. So here we are. We can go ahead and I think this is the recall. Yeah. Very cool. Oh god. All right. We're gonna launch and then we're gonna recall before we crash into the sun. And then we're gonna read first 4. That should have done it. Oh, what happened to the ship? Whoa, what? Okay, whatever. Don't care. See ya. Up here. Right? Yeah, there it is. We're gonna jump all the way over to here. Whoa. It's dark. Who knew that if you went underground where there wasn't any sunlight, it would be dark? Okay, so I'm hoping just a nice, easy scout boost. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was afraid that might be tricky. How do you do that? Sir, how do you do the thing that you just did? A little bit of height, a little bit of height. Okay, and then we're scout boosting right as we get up to the wall. So we're coming at it a little bit elevated already. From like right here. Little boost, little boost, little boost, and then scout boost. That looks hard. How do you do that? How do you do this? This crazy thing that you've just done. Oh! Okay, hang on. Maybe I probably don't need that much distance. But maybe I do. It seems like you want to come in as high up as you can already. So giving me a little bit more runway to work with. Oh, my fuel's critical. That's part of the problem here. That's gonna be yeah, that's not gonna be Easy. I'm probably gonna have to reset and just practice this. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead. So we'll resume the expedition. Ooh, I haven't played Expedition 33 in a minute. That game is so good. I'm still on my quest to catch up to where I was when I lost my access to the other copy. Like, I beat the game before, obviously. I did it on stream, but there was a bunch of, like, post-game... Oh, I forgot to sleep again. If I forget to sleep, is it better to just land and go back down? And then go to sleep, or should I just reset? Like, restart the loop? Because that took, what? 20, 30 seconds? So maybe I should wait until 4 minutes? Thing is, I don't think the sandfall is going to affect that particular jump that we're trying to learn how to make. Okay. Hello, son. Where are your twins? Here we go. Let's see. Is that the gravity cannon? No, that's not gonna be the gravity cannon. Where is it? I want to slam into it like the other guys did, but I need to know where it is first. There it is. Oh, not nearly low enough. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Whew. Okay. So then we want to jump down here. Give it the old... How do you do? Launch, recall, read, and then we want to go to up here. Yep, so far so good. Oh man, that felt close. It's tricky because these stalactites, I think they might have been placed there to stop people from doing this. Like, you want to get between them, but you also need to maintain a certain amount of height in order to make the scout boost get you up there. And this is the kind of thing where I really, really don't want to have to do this too many times, because it's going to cost a lot of fuel, and we're going into a very fuel-intensive section. There will be opportunities to refuel at certain points in this in the Ember Twin, but I don't know quite where those are yet. Oh, that was close. I'm trying to get... Hello. Oh god, where am I? I'm trying to get just past the stalactites and then boost and scout boost straight up. Let's take another look at how World Record does it. So he goes left. He goes left of the stalactites. Let's try that. Oh, that's not left. That's not left at all. Didn't need to do that. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. So I don't want to... extra close. I don't want to do too many attempts of this, both for the fuel reason that I mentioned, and also because we're running out of time. This whole area is very sensitive to the amount of time that has elapsed in the loop. Oh, I thought that was going to be the one. I thought that was going to do it. Hey, we did it! Let's go! Okay, that's just going to take some practice. That will take practice. Okay, also, let's go ahead down here, ahead of the Ash Twin and Ember Twin. Gonna add, in between Addlerock and Ash Twin, we'll do Clarity Head Twin. Now, what do you call this building? Enter the eye shrine on your left. Read the entryway text. Is this the eye shrine? Is this where we're at? Yeah. I like how the 100% guide just says enter it. Do you go in? How do you enter normally? Is there just a regular entrance? Also, I forgot to note down what the text was. But that is the eye shrine. Entryway text just next to the hole in the floor. So when you say entryway, when you say entryway guide, is that the entryway? Is that where we're meant to enter from? I think it is. Because it's next to the hole in the floor. So the question for me, for backup strat purposes, if I can't get this to work quickly enough, I assume I can get in here just a slower way. Okay, I need to get into there. I'm beginning to see the problem. I now understand the difficulties of the situation. Okay, so if I need to, I can go that way. What's the matter? Okay, so we'll call this Eye Shrine Entry Wall. And we need to read first left and up. First left up. It's got the flu. Head out to the main area to a small grove. Is that all that he reads here? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, good to know. Okay, that's definitely way faster and, frankly, safer. Like you're not gonna die necessarily if you make the wrong move there, but it is harder to do, and it will cost fuel if I mess it up too many times. And there's a fuel refill coming up. This sequence of jumps doesn't look hard, but it's gonna be something that I really need to keep in mind where I'm trying to go next. Okay, it's not a while until we get the refuel. We're in the anglerfish cave. I really thought there was one sooner. We're in the escape pod now. We're reading. Can we not refuel until we go talk to Chert? I think he's going to talk to Chert right now, right? Oh no, okay. There's an abandoned campfire. Excuse me. On this building. Okay. Well, fine. Whatever. We need to main area and then the small grove, which we definitely saw. First left up, and then once we're here, I'll definitely take this exit because it's just way safer and faster. And we're not gonna have enough fuel to finish this whole bit, but I'm gonna take it as far as I can just for practice sake. Whoop. Okay, yeah, the grove is pretty easy to find and pretty easy to remember. Which things do we need? We need FUL. Grove. Nope. Gotta be real careful about this, or I'm gonna make this mistake a lot. Grove wall. FUL. Okay, and then the next one, jetpack forward from here and into the hole in the house. So this looked kind of crazy from the video. A little bit farther back. Perfect. Like he gets into such a small crevice here. But as long as I get near there, I don't think it'll be too bad. First up, left. Is this it right here? Okay, that's super easy. And then we'll call this one house floor. And we're going to read FU, first and up. Right, Stepping Stone Cave. Where's that at? Okay, then we're going to fly across to this door. This is where the Stepping Stone Cave is. And this is why we need the sand lowered to a certain amount, so that we can actually access this cave. Okay, that looks kind of complicated. And we're definitely not going to have enough fuel to get there, so we'll reset the loop here. Give that all another quick try. I'll see if I can get up to the through the sand way after one or two attempts, and if I can't, then I'll go the long way. But I realistically can't afford to take very many attempts on that, as nice as it would be to just get up and over that quickly. Can't be wasting that fuel. Oh, I forgot to sleep again. That's something I'm gonna have to be very wary of. I'll probably like write out some notes, like physically write them out and put them on my wall here to remind me like when I need to sleep and for how long. Sleep time. I'm excited to have this split down, because once I've got this one down, the only thing that I'm really not looking forward to learning is the Dark Bramble split, and I think that one's going to be fairly easy as well. I really think Brittle Hollow is probably the hardest split in the game, at least from what I've been able to experience so far. So I do think it's all downhill from here. But again, we'll see. Maybe I'm very wrong. Bramble's going to be interesting because I'm probably going to have to do some controller type strats, right? Probably going to have to work the controller in there, unless we'll see how the speedrun strat for it goes. But it's normally a very like tense, creepy. You have to really, you know, go slow to not get eaten alive. Okay, we got here a little bit too early. Okay, good to know. So we do want to wait till like 4:30 to do the Ash Twin or the Ember Twin stuff. So we need to wait for the sand to deplete. But like, I'm sure there are parts of the Dark Bramble where you can really just fly through. I'm a little surprised I got here this early. Is it on the other side? Is there another gravity cane? Nope, there it is. Oh my god, I mean, I was looking the wrong way. Oh, well, that's not good. Where is this thing? Yeah, it was on the other side. You were right. I just didn't look around. Read. Probably should have refueled when I was just next to the ship a second ago. But I didn't. Oh, that was close. Yeah, that may not be as hard as I thought. Ah, it is if you mess up though. I'm gonna cut my losses for now because I'm already pretty low on fuel. If I remember correctly, this was totally fine, and this was totally fine, and then it's just an easy up and away. First stop left, and I don't care about these things. This one, I think, is first up. Is that right? Or is this... This one's first up left. The other one was first left up. Okay. Oh my god, it's dark. Okay, first up. Cool. Now we're gonna go to this door. This part I was a little confused by. Where did... Is it possible that I'm too late? Here we go. Okay, we are good. And then what do we need to write or read? Here. Anglerfish. Read the floor text and launch your scout into the floor walls of this room. Put your scout here gives the rumor for shooting your scout into the fossil cave, normally done from the escape pod. Oh, okay. So we need to read first and up in the anglerfish cave. And then we also need to shoot our scout, which is what you see them do there. And then looks like we just go straight up, straight above the angler skull. F top right. Okay, I see. Fish. We'll just call this above. Anglerfish. First. We'll go top right. Open the door. And we're back out on the surface of the Ember Twin, and we're going over to the scout. How convenient, or the escape pod. How convenient. And we enter the escape pod. We're going to read just one of these things. I don't think it matters which one. And we need to, I guess we need to read that as well. Yeah, flight log any, notepad first. Okay. Let's catch up a little bit. So here, and then nice. I wonder if we're gonna be able to make it to the refuel. Read those. Cool. And then we're going. I know. Out into the escape pod. Read. Shoot, that's not. Whatever. We can read them on the way up. Just need to read the first entry of that log. Grab one of these, and then are we up and out again? I think we are, right? Because we go to a refuel next, I think. Yep, up on this mesa thing. Refuel, grab the scroll. Okay. We're gonna have just enough fuel to get there. Just barely enough. Wow. Okay, cool. So we don't need to read this. We don't listen to this recording. Guess not. Okay. How do they describe this? Check back over to the scroll on the wall and read the scroll already in it. First left down. What would you call this? They call it South Pole Ruins, which I guess is true. Okay. South Pole Ruins scroll. What's the term that I use for this? In wall and placed. So we'll go in wall. That one is first left down. And then southwest pole, or southwest pole. South Pole Ruins scroll. Placed. First, I think it was like up, left. Yeah, first up, left. First up, left. Full. Then fly to the Equator Cave entrance. Head directly away from the scroll wall and then look for the canyon. How does this look over here? Seems pretty straightforward. Flying in the cave. Flying in the cave. Come to the end of the cave. Read some stuff. Okay, and then we do the quantum shenanigans. Okay, we're getting pretty close to doing that out of bounds trick. I want to get to this cave before we continue. So, field up. Got the scroll. Let's read this. This one was... oh, I've already forgotten. First left down and then full. Meaning... oh, first left down. Okay. Meaning first up, left, left. Cool. And then we just go like in the opposite direction here. We're looking for a canyon. We're getting pretty canyony here. There it is. And the entrance is here. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Except for I broke my legs. These things happen. Alright, nice. We read that, and then is it just the first? Yes. You only need to read the first bits of text on each. There's a cave with just a wall. Reading this isn't necessary. Okay. Fun. Okay. I guess the question then is, what do I want to call this? What do they call it? Equator Cave? Equator Cave, wall and floor. Cave, wall, slash floor, first, slash first. Really can just have first. I think that's how I did it earlier in a similar situation. Okay, and then we do the quantum fun stuff. We've got to get on the rock. Wait, stand on the shard and blink with the map until you are in the lit cave. So let's hang out on this rock, and then we're gonna blink. And this is not the lit cave, so we're gonna blink. Wrong cave, blink. No, blink. Come on. Huh? No. Oh, it said to blink with the map. Maybe that's better. Maybe that helps. I feel like it's not moving me at all. Ah, okay, I see the strat now. Turn the flashlight off and do your blinking. Okay, we get to the lit cave, and then I guess do we read just the floor thing? Read the text on the floor across the room. First left, left. Okay. Let's make sure that that looks correct. Okay. Yes. Okay, so, what do I want to call this? Equator Cave lit room? Floor? First, left, I guess. I think they're using the map to tell which cave they are in too? Really? Oh. I mean, I suppose you could, but yeah, I mean, they're not really looking at it much. Like, they're not looking at the cave that they're in. It looks like they might just be... Huh. That is interesting. I didn't catch that. That's cool. I probably won't be doing that. Maybe I'll get to that point by the time the run happens, but I'll probably be doing it a little bit more slowly, just looking around. Stand back on the rock and blink once to reach the enclosed cave. Blink exactly one time, which is interesting. Is this the enclosed cave? I guess it is. Okay. Cool. We need to read first, up, right, I believe it was. First up, right. Okay, no link to that one. Okay, we'll call this enclosed cave. First up, right. Right. And then ride the rock to the cave with the large staircase. Will this be immediately obvious? Okay, yep, that looked right. Oh, right, duh. Okay, so this is where things deviate. Right. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So, if I'm not mistaken, this looks like we got the correct rock here. So we're just gonna kind of wedge ourselves between the rock and the wall. Let's see what happens. Oh. Oh. That is not difficult. Oh, except for... Wait, oh, huh. Okay, hang on. Where's he? Oh, the high energy lab, right, okay. Oh, the new hats came in? Excellent. I think... See, do we want to show them off, or do we want... What I have been doing, what I kind of like doing, is just adding them to the wheel and then letting them be a surprise whenever they show up. What do y'all think? Do we want to look at the hats tonight, or do we want to sprinkle them throughout future streams? It's a bit of an informal poll. Okay. So he goes to the high energy lab through this. I really want to see how this works. Okay, so we're here. High energy lab is somewhere else. Oh god, I can't find it, and I'm afraid that I'm going to lose the trick if I go into the wrong place. I lost the trick, didn't I? Yep. Okay, well, getting the out of bounds to start was not that challenging. I think what I just don't understand is how did he so easily get into the high energy lab? This could also be a bit of a timing thing, where like I need the sands to be a little bit lower. Not sure. That transition still confuses me. How does that happen? There's no way that that's just how it works, right? How? Huh? Yeah, I wanted to try it too. I'll go give it one more shot, because I don't think it's going to be that difficult. But I think I will need to restart the... Well, maybe not. Maybe I can get there still. Maybe I can do this again from here. Yeah, we're just gonna... Ow! this. There we go. And then we'll turn this off, and we're gonna blink, and we're gonna blink, and we're gonna blink, and we're gonna blink. Okay, here. And then we're gonna blink one time, and then we're gonna be, that's not where I meant to show up. Okay, let's just act like we're doing this. We read the things, yada yada yada. We're gonna jump back over here. Blink once. Do I need the flashlight on for that one? It's like, let's turn the flashlight on and then... See, if I have the flashlight on, it doesn't work at all. But for some reason, now I'm ending up here. Did I forget something? Okay, here we go. This is where I wanted to be. We need, I think, a different rock. I think we want the two little bumpy rocks. I guess it doesn't... I don't know for sure if it matters. There we go. Like, I don't know if we really necessarily need this specific rock. Okay, I think the sand might have filled up too much. I think that's the thing. I think we're too far along in the loop. Although actually, in a balding. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't quite work the way that I wanted it to. Is it not random? So I thought it was, but there's a, like, if it says it in the guide, and the world record guide does it too. But on that very particular one, where after you you get on the rock the first time, then you jump off and read the text that's on the ground, and you jump back on. Apparently, if you blink exactly one time there, it always takes you to the dead end cave. I think. Yeah, the high energy lab is high up enough, but I was worried about needing to, like, fall through the planet more, if that makes sense. Like, I was worried that this sand would be too high up for me to, like, navigate through the out of bounds bit. Alright, I'm going to try to pull this off, and then that's probably where we'll leave things for tonight. Which I would consider to be a successful learning stream. The progress has been strong these last couple of times. I feel like within the next few streams I'll be able to start doing some actual runs, and I just need one run on the board to submit it. Not even on the board. I just need a run recorded. I think I went the wrong direction. Where's that cannon? Okay, there it is. Here you are, cannon. Not ideal. Ooh. No sun for me, please. just gonna jump on up out of here. I don't really need to do this entire... Ooh, that might be dangerous. Don't need to do this entire thing. I'm just gonna go for the lab, which will be down there, I think. Pretty sure this is it. Yeah, Stepping Stone Cave is what we're looking for. Actually, do I even need to do this? I don't think I do. No, really what I wanted to do was go to the scout. That is what I should have done. Where am I now? Okay. Well, this is now the fastest way to get to the scout. Or, sorry, I keep calling it the scout. I mean the skate pod. Oh, come on, just... Alright. Where was it? I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to remember this. I know it's on the left side of the room. Oh, I'm already low on fuel. Where is it? Go right up here. So I really should have just landed over here. And really, that's just a marker to get me going over here. And I should get some fuel. Okay, and if we just go this way, we'll find the cave that I'm looking for, which is really where I should have tried to start. It's so close to where I actually did start, so that's kind of funny. Just go to the place. Come on. I don't want to get sucked up by the sand column. Alright, here we go. Okay. So we're here, and we're blinking. And we're still blinking. Okay. And then we're here. Jump off, read, and then back onto the stone, and then blink, and we're here, and I think I want a different rock, and then yes. So I have to be careful here, I think. I entered this the wrong way last time and it just kind of kicked me out. Well, that doesn't seem right. Wait a second. How does it look in the record? Like, that looks like pretty much... Like, theirs is loading in. That's, like, exactly where I flew, right? Like, we're in the kind of, you know, low-res version of this room down here right now. Why didn't mine load in? Did I do something wrong? See, now I'm out of it. Oh, never mind. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. What? Well, we might need to find an alternate strat. I'll keep looking and trying that out. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Okay, so I'm also like still partially clipping through some of these walls. This is so weird. It's so strange. Okay, well, I think that's probably as good a spot as any to call it for tonight. I've got some things to figure out, but we've already figured out a whole lot for tonight, which is good. Maybe it has to do with them waiting at the start. I mean, I did wait at the start. I waited the same amount of time. I don't know. I'll keep looking into it. I'll figure it out, or I'll figure out an alternative safe route for it. But that's, I mean, we're really through a big chunk of the game, which is nice. We're cruising. There's just this left. Look at almost everything that I have left to do fits on the screen. Getting so close. Well, and then we do have to go back and do Sun Station later, but that's super easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm hoping sometime, like we might do another one more of these streams on Friday, and then I'm hoping that maybe on Monday I'll be ready to start trying to do an actual run, and then I just want to get one decent run, just something that's not like 3 hours long or anything. Yeah, I'm getting there. The scroll bar on the spreadsheet makes it look like even more left. Yeah, it does look like it's big. I mean, that's these spreadsheets. They do go on forever. Well, yeah, very good. All right, cool. Thanks again, everyone, for indulging me and sticking with me while I work through this. I think the end result's going to be a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be fun for the people watching the Speedy Adventures Minithon, which is what this is all about. So that's going to be it for me tonight. We'll be back Friday. Like I said, probably a little bit more of the same that we've done the last couple of streams. Oh, I guess before I go, I do have one question. Probably should have asked this a little bit ago. Are people interested in... Yeah, actually, I think I'll ask this in the Discord. I'll put a poll up in the Discord. I think that'll make more sense. Give people more time to respond. Basically, I'm wondering if people would be interested in me putting together the remaining clips from the Spatty interviews that I conducted for the Secret of Monkey Island award. I still have all those videos and things, so I can put all that together. It'll just be some work. So I'm thinking if people are interested, I might make that like a channel point challenge or something. We'll see, though. Just kind of putting that out there. Also, we do have game night coming up on Saturday. Let me know if that doesn't work for anybody. But if you're subscribed to the channel and you're in the Discord and all that, come play some games with us on Saturday night. That's all I got for you. Let's see if we're going to raid. Let's see. I'm thinking just gonna do GDQ raid tonight and then duck out real fast, just for simplicity's sake. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. See you Friday.
We got past him, okay? Hi, sir. Thank you for that, I guess. Came out of nowhere. Thanks for that. That's fine. We have plenty of healing, so even if I took a lot of damage from that, or even other enemies later,